Well, hello, Organo family, Organo International, and our guest family and friends who've dialed into today's call. This is Casey Nilsen Martin. I am so excited to be with you. I'm so fired up about sharing with you the vision of Organo, because right now I'm actually standing in my brand new home that my husband and I were able to build because of this business. And you know, I'm really excited. I actually don't even have internet plugged in yet, so we've got Mr. Edward, I call him Superman. He's in the background right now helping us put this call together for you guys today, because we just closed on the house and I don't even have all the stuff up and running yet. So I'm really excited to share with you, though, because somebody cared enough about you to invite you to today's presentation, whether that's to learn more about the health and our products and how to have better wellness, whether that's to learn more about the financial opportunity, or maybe a little bit of both. You know, when I first heard about this opportunity 9 years ago, Organo was a brand new company. And my dad called me and wanted to share this with me because I needed better health and wellness, but I also was in desperate need of a financial opportunity. I had dreams and goals, but at the time I was making $8 an hour. I was working as a secretary for a chiropractor in town, and I found that every month I ran out of money. Actually, I didn't even make it to the end of the month before I ran out of money. And I had some pretty severe health challenges. I had no energy, was dealing with some severe immune issues. And my dad invited me to a presentation, and to be completely honest with you, I thought he'd lost his mind. I was like, yeah, right, whatever, I'll go. And I came and I heard this vision, and it was life-changing for me. And so my job today, my goal and purpose today, is to share with you something that was shared with me that completely allowed me to change my life. And so many things have gotten better, physically, emotionally, mentally, financially. And so I want to share that same gift with you today, and that's why we're here to talk about Organo. And it's as simple as trying a healthier cup of coffee. Like maybe you're listening in because you've already tried one of our lattes or our mochas or green tea or one of our incredible shake lines, or maybe you've tried the energy drink. But if you're open to trying one of our incredible products, what's so exciting about this business is that's what we do. We share. It's kind of like Costco. You know, when you go to Costco and you're like, oh, I don't know if I need that, and I'm not sure, but I'd like to try the free sample. And then you try the sample and you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I tried that. Now it becomes a new staple to my diet. That's what being open to trying the Organo products is like, because you get to try it first. And then you realize, wow, I can get healthier. I can have better wellness. And it's really that simple. So what Organo has really done with this business, you know, like I said, I looked at the plan that I'm sharing with you today. Well, it was about 9.5 years ago, and I had no business experience. I was studying Shakespeare and poetry in college. I was just getting ready to drop out of school because I could not afford another semester, and I just saw that path maybe wasn't for me. And I'm so glad that my dad introduced me to this business, because what we found with the health and wellness piece, with the Ganoderma, with the leadership, with the coffee, it was so brilliant. See, Bob Proctor says that there are some ideas in the world that make so much sense that if they didn't exist, we should invent them. And when I had my first cup of healthier coffee and I learned the marketing and strategy behind the coffee industry, I was like, oh my gosh, we need to capitalize on this. We need to take advantage of it. And so as we transition to the next slide, I want to start talking to you about some of the planning and strategy and leadership that Organo has. And it's all about health, because health does start at a cellular level. We all know some people right now that they're just not as healthy as they could be or as they should be, because we're just not getting the nutrition from our food that we need. And what we feed ourselves is so important. And Organo says, let's have an affordable, delicious, convenient way that's also really fun, it's really hip, it's really trendy, where you can actually get health in your body every single day. And so when we look at what Organo has done on the health and wellness scale, it has to do with our ingredient that really separates us from the rest of the world, and that's called Ganoderma. So yes, we're a coffee company, and we lead with coffee. And yes, we're a nutritional shake and protein shake company, and we have the best in category in that market. But the secret sauce, so to speak, is Ganoderma. You can see here on the screen, if you're dialed in on your phone, I'm actually showing a picture right now of the Ganoderma. It's plant-based nutrition, thousands of years of history, originally reserved for royalty. Haven't you ever felt like you and your family deserve to be treated like royalty? Well, literally, this nutrition sits above all other categories of plant-based nutrition, to where royalty was given the first priority for its use because it's called the miraculous king of herbs. In the Asian realm, they even call it the herb of immortality. And as you can see on the bottom of the slide here, it has many natural compounds, including antioxidants. So what Ganoderma does is it supports a healthier immune system. You know, we have a gentleman here at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time tonight, and at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, a gentleman by the name of Dr. Robert Rakowski, who's actually going to be sharing the same information, and you're going to hear from him and his story. And he has been studying Ganoderma. Rishi is how you can also say. He's been studying Ganoderma for years and is just so enthralled with all the incredible health benefits that it can help you to have better health and wellness. But you know what we realized in today's day and age of business, we're all about conscientious capitalism, and we're about quality. So we're saying, okay, let's build a business, let's build a team, let's build a family where we can change the world, and let's do it where we make sure we put the product and the product quality at the highest priority. As you can see, the way our Ganoderma is grown, it's as nature intended it, not in artificially grown like you can see here in plastic bags under artificial light, where you're just not getting the nutrition you're looking for. Ganoderma with Organo has the patent-protected infusion process. We have quality certifications that would blow your mind, and so quality is very important to us. And as we look at where Organo is headed, we started with coffee. We started in the coffee industry because everybody drinks coffee, but it's really about products people love. You either love coffee, tea, energy drinks, hot chocolate, you know, our incredible shake line, which is absolutely phenomenal, or we have our soap, our toothpaste. These are simple Ganoderma-based products that you can use every day. They don't interfere with your budget. They don't interfere with your routine. Matter of fact, they help your budget. They help your routine, and they're super convenient. So I started out, my favorite product was the latte. Then I fell in love with the black. Now my favorite product's the pink lemonade detox tea. I literally believe I could not survive a day without our capsules. My entire family is on it. I believe so strongly in the health components of Ganoderma that my entire family, the people I love and care about most, they get Ganoderma into their body 3 to 5 times a day, every single day. It's absolutely fabulous. We have a young woman in our organization, Ms. D. She was sharing that she came over to a meeting and she's had some severe issues with being able to move her hands. The joints in her hands swell. She's got a lot of really bad challenges, and has been that way since she was a very, for a very long time. And she's a baby boomer, and she was really just struggling, not feeling well. And she came to a presentation. We had a little get-together at the home. That's as easy as it is. You can build from home. It's a lot of fun, puts you in a great tax bracket. She comes over and she tries some of the product. Well, I could tell she was, really uncomfortable just massaging her hands. And so I gave her a couple of the capsules, our spore powder here. And by the time she left that evening, she was able to snap her fingers. And she called and let me know that, ladies and gentlemen, before she got on Ganoderma, it had been almost 20 years since she could snap her fingers. She'd had so little mobility in her hands. And so we look at people who are sleeping better, who are feeling better. My dad doesn't have acid reflux anymore. My mental clarity is incredible. My nephews, they're in love with the hot chocolate, the tea. I have them on the soap. It's so amazing. I don't know what it will do for you guys, but I promise you, your experience is way better than my explanation. And so as Organo progressed, and we lead with coffee because it's cool, because it's fun, because it's simple, because it's strong economically, but we were looking at some of the challenges people have with their health. And I know that 40% of the world is overweight and obese, but 73% of Americans, I just read this yesterday, 73% of Americans are overweight or obese. Yeah, it's 40% of the world population, but 73% of those of us who live in the United States are either overweight or obese. And has that ever affected your life, like your confidence, the things you want to do, your energy levels? And Organo said, listen, we're a Ganoderma company. Yeah, on the outside we look like a coffee company, but we're a health and wellness company. There's some problems out there, and we're looking for the solutions. And so our incredible team of scientists and researchers and strategists spent years developing the best tasting, best texture, best smell, and best quality nutrition protein shake in the world. And here's what I love about our shake, guys. It's not just about the protein, it's about the nutrition. All the super nutrients, including Ganoderma. People are using the shakes, they're losing weight, they're feeling incredible. It's absolutely phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. People are saying that they can't live without their shakes. I actually had a shake yesterday. I made it with the vanilla with just a splash of orange juice, and I was like in heaven. It was so divine. And so these success stories, we have people losing weight, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. You'll see on the screen here, there's a couple of people who've lost, 37 pounds, 55 pounds. We've got Miss Terry out of Philly. She's down over 60 pounds and has kept that weight off for over a year. Oscar Rosales down 70 pounds. Last week we had Miss Suzanne out at the house. Again, we just invite people over. They get to try the product. We share what we're sharing with you now, and guess what? People get started. Jolene down 80 pounds. She has to feel like a brand new person, not to mention the years she's put back on her life, the health challenges she'll avoid by getting her weight under control. Tamina down 53 pounds. But like I mentioned, Miss Suzanne was at our house last Tuesday, and she was so excited because she'd been on the shakes for a year. So she'd had some severe, I'm talking severe health challenges that had her going through a lot medically and a lot of different things. And she put on some weight, and she was struggling to get it off. Working out wasn't enough. Diet wasn't enough. There were a lot of things going on, and she's like, it's just, I'm not able to tip the scale. Well, she was so excited because she had been on the shakes for 6 days and had lost 5.5 pounds in 6 days. She said, this is the most results I've had in the last few years of dealing with this issue, and she was so excited. So whether you're looking to lose 5 pounds or 80 pounds, we have Miss Stacey Nash out of Denver, Colorado, working with a two-time Super Bowl champion and one of our diamond leaders here in the business, Mr. Rod Smith. Stacey, she's done 120 pounds. 120 pounds. So excited for her. So as you can see, the testimonials are there. Who do you know that wants to lose weight and is looking to lose extra weight? It's really phenomenal, guys. So as we continue with the presentation, I want to make sure that I'm sharing I hope you can feel just the passion and excitement, because I'm standing in my new home here, and I remember when I started this business, I had to, when I started building the business, I literally had to put the business on a credit card. I had no extra money. I had no extra time. I was working full-time. I was going to school full-time. I had no business experience, and I was struggling with my health. And here comes this Healthier Cup of Coffee with this leadership team of Bernie Chua, Shane Moran, and Holton Buggs, who came together with this vision of changing the world because they want people to have a lifestyle. They said, why not have more money? Why not have more energy? Why not you lose weight and build muscle? Why not have better performance, better digestion? Why not create this family atmosphere, connect with amazing people who are on purpose? And these three gentlemen came into my life and offered me this cup of coffee, and I love it because I look at it as blessings in disguise. Some of you came here today, you knew this was your blessing, and you're here to find out the details. Some of you might be like me. I showed up, had no idea what to expect, but I was like, oh my gosh, if what they're saying is true, I'm going to regret it if I'm not a part of it. And I'm so glad I made that decision when I saw my first presentation to get started with the business, because these three gentlemen, their experience, their vision, their heart, Shane Moran's the pioneer of Organo. Mr. Bernie Chua, he's the family man who's dedicated to putting this in place. And Mr. Holton Buggs has created the system that has allowed people just like you and I to win. We have our Think and Grow Rich collaboration. We have our OG Cares Foundation, and all that stuff is great. And as we look at what people are going through right now, a lot of people are unprepared and ill-prepared for the future. They're ill-prepared for the future, and Organo says, let's make a mission. We're building on purpose, conscientious capitalism. Have our cake and eat it too. Let's make sure we put people first, and we can do it by leading with the world's best product, which is coffee, guys. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm so in love with what they've done here. And so as we look at what's happening, I'll give you two stories, and I hope you can see yourself anywhere between my story and Mr. Rod Smith. See, Mr. Rod Smith, he retired from the NFL, won 2 Super Bowls with the Denver Broncos, undrafted, future Hall of Famer, just an absolutely incredible, he's just a beast on the field, let's put it that way. Just a champion, a winner. And when he retired from football because of an injury, he was looking for his next winning team. So here you got a guy who's got millions of dollars in the bank, very well financially educated, 3 business degrees, retires, got millions in the bank, and he said, oh my gosh, Organo from a business standpoint makes sense. The strategy and marketing plan is brilliant, and the product is all about helping people while empowering them to build their own business. I'm all in. Then you have someone like me who is pretty much the opposite of when I got started, of being a multimillionaire and having a network and connections. I was 20 years old. I was just dropping out of school. The most I'd ever made in 1 year was $10,000. I was poor. I was broke. I had no direction. And yet I saw the same opportunity. So if you fall anywhere between the broke college student with no experience, no people skills, no connections, no network, but a dream, and the multimillionaire who wants to make a difference but also wants to build a residual legacy financially, if you fall anywhere in between, guys, coffee is the true economy equalizer because we use these powerful industries you see on the screen, the internet, the home-based business, health and wellness, to change the world. And as we go forward looking at this information, I want you to take your consumer hat off for just a second and put your business hat on, because the reality is we all would accept, like, and enjoy more money flowing into our life. Well, what is that money, that extra income, whether part-time or full-time, whether it's a little bit or a lot of a bit, as it comes in, what would you do with it? Do you have a dream? Are there some places you would like to donate to? Or are there some places in the world you'd like to travel to, or some things you'd like to upgrade in your lifestyle? Guys, this is so incredible because coffee is one size fits all. You can bring your dreams, your goals to the table, and it's really incredible. So as we go to the next slide, I want you to be thinking about putting that business hat on and thinking about the dreams and goals you have financially, that more finances would be able to help, because we have a global opportunity. Organo is helping people all over the world, over 30 countries, 5 different continents, because coffee is an international language. It's just that simple. And so as we look at what people are looking for, we realize that people need to be prepared, because there are a very large group of people in the world today who don't have any money in savings. They're not prepared for a hiccup or a bounce or a dip in the recession, a dip in the real estate market, or a dip in oil, or a dip here or there. And as you can tell, a recent study says that by 2020, 40% of American workers would be independent contractors. Now, guys, this is one of my favorite slides, because if the experts in the world are saying that within the next 2.5 years, or the next 18 months really, 40% of people are going to be working for themselves, that's showing you the wave of the future. See, most of us, we look back on our life and go, oh, if I had done that, I would have made a lot of money. Oh, there's a missed opportunity. Oh, there's that missed opportunity. Here, this slide is telling you don't miss this opportunity. That there's nothing wrong with having a job, but if you only have a job, get a business too. Because the wave of the future shows people working for themselves, because the security that used to exist in corporate America doesn't exist anymore. And 60% of the people that you know don't have $500 in savings. That's stressful. So what if you could have a work-life balance? You could feel valued. You could set your own hours, and those hours could be flexible, where you work and life becomes your priority, not paying the bills. You have more time for your family, have extra income. It's as simple as getting paid to drink coffee, getting paid to lose weight and to live healthier. I love what Organo has done for me. I love what Organo has done for the lives of so many people I know. I've got Miss Rebecca Woolman out of Wisconsin. You know, here she was, a stay-at-home mom raising 3 kids, and she got involved in Organo. Her goal was to make an extra $500 a month. Her goal was to make an extra $500 a month. She thought, you know what, that'll help cover the gap between paying the bills and the end of the month. In her first year in Organo, she made $50,000. I'm not guaranteeing that would be your income. I'm saying the way you get paid in this business is based off of your effort, the team you build, the coffee you move into the marketplace, the way you follow the system, but it's possible. And all I wanted was a chance. I wanted a possibility. There's no guarantees in life, but when you're in the right business with the right team and the right people, you can accomplish things you never imagined possible. And so I want to start talking about how we get paid in Organo, because there's actually 7 different ways we earn income. And the first way is retail. Retail is really powerful because we're all in sales. You know, I never considered myself a salesperson before. Like I said, I studied Shakespeare and poetry, so it wasn't like I was this people skills person. But I realized that things that I like, I talk about, and things that I don't like, I talk about. And so what we do is we find the things we love about our products and the ways we can serve and help other people, we share that with them, and guess what? The world is drinking coffee, tea, or hot chocolate, using energy drinks, using shakes, and now you have the healthiest, best tasting option for them. You share it, they buy it. Not everybody buys, but I'm telling you, those who do, guys, you can build an extremely profitable business, buying wholesale, selling retail, keeping the retail profits. People can buy from your website, and they can buy direct person to person. It's absolutely incredible. But some people will just want to build a retail business. Like, hey, an extra $300 to $800 a month would be huge. But then there are people like me who needed more than $800 a month to survive. We needed more than that to bridge the gap between where we were and where we wanted to be. And so we started building a team. And you can build a team, and as you share, it puts you on the fast track. So retail is great, but if you want to be on the fast track, you build a team. It's called leverage. Rod Smith didn't win Super Bowls being the only player out there on the field. Teamwork truly does make the dream work. And every time you introduce somebody to the business and they say, hey, listen, I want to build a customer base, and or I'd like to build a customer base and a team, you can make up to $130. And that leads us into our team commission. So leverage. Leverage is something designed to make something heavy lighter. Archimedes, one of the greatest mathematicians and philosophers in history, he said, if you give me a lever and a place on which to put it, I can move the whole world. He's saying leverage is the key. And so as we look at being able to duplicate points of distribution, build the family, I like to look at it, my dad, he's a businessman, he's a strategist, he's a financial guy, so he likes to look at it as points of distribution and a business plan. I'm more simple. I'm like, hey, for me, it's like a family tree. It starts with 2, but what you can do with 2 people multiplies into generations, right? And so you can build a team, and you can start getting paid on a weekly basis, 10%, 15%, or 20% of the accumulated revenue through your 2 teams of business every single week. No dual team, no income. But you have 2 to get started, but it doesn't have to stop at 2. You know, there are people in this business, guys, who've been doing this for a few years. I have over 300 people personally enrolled. There's no limit to how much you can earn. And like the next slide shows you, that money you can earn on a weekly basis, I don't know where you fall on that slide. Maybe you're looking for an extra $500 a week. Maybe you see those big numbers at the bottom and you're like, man, an extra $20,000 a week. Guys, most people won't do the work, to be honest, that it takes to earn $20,000 a week. But don't you think if you were in an opportunity, most people never knew there was an opportunity available to them to make that kind of income. I have seen people in Organo become self-made millionaires. It took a lot of hard work. It didn't happen overnight. But you know how many people you know right now are working hard, and they're working hard and they're not getting ahead? Being in the right business helps you. And as you can see here, you can start earning bonuses with only 2 people enrolled, 1 on each side. And so my favorite ways that we actually get paid are the residual components, ways 4, 5, 6, and 7. This comes from building a customer base and teaching your team members to build a strong customer base, because what happens is people don't stop drinking coffee. Matter of fact, I had Mr. Rudy Muniz just a couple of nights ago, again, over at the house. That's what we do. We work from home. It's fun. It's simple. It's easily duplicatable. You're in a great tax bracket. You mix some hot water, get to meet some amazing people. And, you know, we're standing in front of the room asking a few questions. And who was the biggest coffee drinker in here? And this gentleman, Rudy Muniz, he raised his hand. He's a school teacher, just an incredible guy. And I said, you know, when do you plan on having your last cup of coffee? And he goes, oh, the day I die will be the last day I have a cup of coffee. Like, I'm never giving it up. I had a gentleman once, I did a meeting in Denver. It was more of like a hotel meeting. There were a lot of people there, almost 200. And I said, who's the biggest coffee drinker here? And a guy named Mike in the front row put up both of his hands and both of his feet. And I was like, oh, okay, if you're the biggest coffee drinker here, when do you plan on having your last cup? And he paused for a second. I'll never forget this. It was the best answer I've had in my 9 years of doing this. He said, you know, if I could plan my death, he said, I would like to be sipping on a cup of coffee while I'm leaving this earth. I was like, wow, that's hardcore. So, I mean, I love sales. I admire salespeople, but honestly, what some people sell, it's hard. It's hard to sell certain things because people aren't doing it, or it's too expensive, or it's this, that, or the other. Guys, we're talking coffee. They're going to do it whether you share it with them or not. So you might as well help add value to their life by introducing them to a healthier cup of coffee. And there's no limit to how much you can earn in the residual income. Residual income is how you set yourself free financially. It's how you set yourself free with your time. And then Organo says, let's just make it even better, and let's add some dream bonuses. So if you want to become a leader, maybe you don't want to be a leader. That's totally fine. It's not a requirement. But if you're like me and you ever thought, man, I have more to give, I have more to offer, I'm looking to be fulfilled emotionally and financially, then become one of our sapphires, rubies, emerald, diamond, blue diamond, black diamond, and above. and you receive an additional monthly bonus as you reach your qualifications, anywhere from $400 to $3,000 a month. This is life-changing opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Why not you? Why not you? There are people right now taking advantage of this opportunity, changing their life right now as we speak. Why not you? And you can get started in this business for as little as $50. Gives you access to wholesale purchases. You join, and when you join, it registers you as a distributor. You get your state-of-the-art website, your back office for 12 months, and most importantly, you get access to wholesale purchases. Now, if you just want to be a customer and buy retail or maybe just get started to get it wholesale, that's awesome. We love our customers. We'll earn your business. We have the highest quality products, standards, and ethics in the industry. But if you're saying, wow, you know, that income you were talking about, I could find something to do with an extra $500 a week, $1,500 a week, $2,500 a week. And we encourage you to choose one of our builder packs. We have a bronze, silver, and gold pack. Now, at the bronze pack, $250, okay, you can earn 10% up to $500 per week. So you get started at the $50, and then you have the bronze pack at $250. You get dollar for dollar in wholesale products. And now you can follow the system and start earning up to $500 a week. Incredible. Then we have our silver pack, which says this is for the person who wants to build a little bit bigger business or wants to make a little bit more income more quickly. Silver pack is $450. You can earn up to $1,500 per week, and you get a better assortment of products to sell and to use. It's absolutely incredible. And then we have our gold pack. Now, this is where I got started. Even though 9 years ago, I knew that what I was currently doing, you know, as the job I had where I couldn't even put a full tank of gas in my car, I wasn't making ends meet, and I didn't think I had $1,300 to get started at the gold pack, $1,250. This is where I got started because I knew I needed this much product to kickstart my business. Guys, and in less than 2 weeks, I was in profit. I'd made all my money back. I was already ordering more products because my customers who'd suffered from severe headaches, customers who always had that mental fog or no energy or couldn't sleep were like, oh my God, I'm so in love with your product, I need more. And some of those customers, guys, still today, 9 years later, still buy every single month. But today, I believe today is the last day that you can actually join as the bronze, silver, or gold pack, and the company's going to waive that $49 starter fee. Absolutely incredible. Actually, it makes me a little jealous because when I got started, I paid both, and I'm telling you now, if I'm knowing what I know now, if the gold pack had cost $100,000, I still would have bought it because of the return it's made. Guys, you're joining an international business where all the products are made for you, the marketing's in place, the system's in place, the website's built, all of the logistics are done, and you can get started in the business for $1,250. Are you kidding me? Mind-blowing. Absolutely incredible. And so, guys, we invite you to join in our success. And when we look at whose life will change today, my prayer, my hope, my belief is that it's your life that will change today. Whether it's using the product or using the product and doing the business, I believe the whole world needs our product. Guys, I would offer organo products all over the world even if I didn't get paid because I believe in them. I know what they do for people's lives. I've seen them transform people's health and wellness for the better. But guess what? We can have our cake and eat it too. They'll pay us to work together as a team to build a global family, making a difference. What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are you willing to do to reach them? Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure and honor to share with you today. Edward, thank you so much for running our slides and helping me out with my internet issues today so that I could come on and share a little bit of my heart. Guys, remember, if you have questions, you need more information, or you're watching this and you know you're a bronze, you're a silver, you're a gold, you know you're ready to get started, then invite somebody to listen to Dr. Bob Rakowski. Dr. Robert Rakowski out of Houston, Texas, just a world-renowned nutritionalist, expert, businessman, entrepreneur, an ultimate professional. I love him dearly, and he's the opposite of me. He's highly educated, a lot of experience in business, but coffee brought us together. We're on the same mission, experiencing incredible results. Come and hear from him at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Get the information from the person who brought you to the call, and thank you so much. Welcome to the family.